Yes.
What is up, good people? I feel like I say that all the time. I'm saying it's my thing. What is up, good people? It is time for your WWE Summerslam predictions for the 2017 year. And I'm pretty excited. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually pretty excited. I'm excited for Takeover as well. Goodness, there's gonna be a lot of wrestling this week. Oh goodness, please. I'm excited, but dreading it at the same time. If that makes sense. Like, it's a weird. Like, I'll be fine in the moment, but like right now, I'm like, oh my goodness, it's gonna be so freaking busy. But anyway, you agree?
Yeah, I'm stuck working both events. I can't watch them.
I feel you. It's hard to watch every like I said before, like I have tried my best to get back into watching Raw and SmackDown. With the show that I do on Monday, it's difficult. Just because I started late. So if I don't watch it live, I never get to watch it. It feels like with SmackDown, I missed the second hour, so I try to go back and watch that. Sometimes I miss the first hour, so I miss the whole show. It's weird, man. But I've done better. I know a little bit more this time, so I'm not completely lost this like I usually am. But has anybody else had that issue where they just felt like I feel like I ask this every time, but I feel like it's just because there's so much to watch, and that's just WWE.
It's too much programming. Too much programming.
Hey DJ, how behind are you on Ring of Honor?
Oh, I'm at least 2 years. I think Jay Briscoe was champion last time I was. Actually, Jay Lethal. I think last time.
Well, Cody Rhodes is champion now.
Oh yeah.
I know who's champion. I just don't get to watch.
Well, the thing is, like now, I just stick. A lot of times, I'll watch New Japan, and I'll just watch New Japan and not even skip through the commercials or skip through the matches because now when I watch Raw or SmackDown on DVR, I barely watch the matches.
Yeah, I find myself watching the actual segments and like seeing how the feuds are progressing more than watching the matches to see how the feuds are progressing. Justin, you were saying words. I heard
promos. Yeah, watch the backstage promos or the vignettes or those great videos they usually put together of Brock. Those UFC
like
type. Yeah,
I always like it. Justin, you were saying something. I know you were.
Yeah, but I definitely agree. Like there is this too much programming here, and like if you try to watch a different company, it's like nearly impossible to do. Like because there's just too much WWE, and
I felt the same way. Like if I'm not reviewing it, it's hard for me to go and watch it.
Yeah, same.
Well, the thing is also you have more programming now than you had during the peak WWF at the time, back in the late 90s, early 2000s. You did not have as much programming, and now you have 4 shows a week.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and 4 shows and just like a 3-day time span. So it's just too much programming. It's too much to keep up with. Really, I just wish that Raw was an hour like it was back in the day, but that'll never happen again.
First of all, Raw was never an hour. It was 2.
Well, the Raw was an hour when it first started, from 93 to early 97, and then they went to 2 hours when they had a Thursday Raw. That was the famous Shawn Michaels I Lost My Smile episode of Raw. And then they went to 3 hours 5 years ago, and that was a horrible decision that they're still paying for today. And I know that they make money off that 3rd hour, but it's so
they're still paying for it, but also still making money.
They're still paying for it and still making money. So it's a damn if you do, damn if you don't type situation.
And then the reason why I'm not watching the product is because it's kind of dry right now. I mean, it's just stale right now, in my opinion.
I don't know.
For some reason, stale as I can remember.
For some reason, I don't feel like when I finally go back and watch the show, I never feel like I don't enjoy it. I just feel like I don't have time to watch it right now.
Well, the thing is also that, like, when I watch Raw or SmackDown now, I'll just watch it on the DVR and I'll just skim through whatever I want to watch. And SmackDown, I'll watch a lot more SmackDown than I do Raw, even though SmackDown has not been as good recently. But it was good tonight. It was a good go-home show tonight. But Like I said, it's just that's the best way to get through WWE now.
We're on drugs, Brandon.
What?
SmackDown's been good the last, I don't know how many weeks.
Oh, man, well, I'll tell you one thing. That last pay per view they had was pretty.
Battleground. That was pretty shitty.
That was a rotten pay per view.
Battleground was pretty good.
That was a rotten pay per view.
There's like only one match I really liked on the show. I mean,
yeah,
actually two matches. I liked the tag team match, like the opening match, and Cena and Rusev was all right.
Yeah, it was okay. I knew everybody and their mama knew what the finish was going to be. Cena was not going to lose that match, and I mean, and honestly, I had no problem with that. I mean, I it's a flag match. You don't get pinned, and Rusev. I'm a fan of Rusev. I made that abundantly clear, and I'm just glad he didn't get pinned.
With that being said, I sound like another friend of ours, Brandon. But anyway. SummerSlam predictions. Let's jump into the first match. I hope this is a PowerPoint and not just because if I would have said let's jump into the first match and not know the first match, wouldn't that have been embarrassing? We have Akira Tozawa, who is your new cruiserweight champion, going up against Neville. I think first off they dropped the ball on this last night by giving Tozawa the title. I think they should have had Neville escape with the title and then Tozawa ultimately win at SummerSlam. Let's be honest, I felt like Neville should have never lost anyway. But that's just me.
Absolutely not. Yeah,
that's just me.
I feel the same way.
Yeah, I don't feel like Akira Tozawa seems ready, in my opinion. I love Tozawa, but from a building him up standpoint, and Casey and I have talked about this on 205 Live Reviews, I just feel like he doesn't seem ready right now. I mean, they put him in the Titus brand, and that's great and all, but I feel like Neville's the only one, ironically enough, on the Neville level. I'm picking with the fan in me and all these, I guess. I'm going with Neville, please.
You going Neville getting the belt back?
Yep.
I actually wouldn't be surprised if they actually do that, but I don't know. I think I see something in Akira Tozawa, so I'm gonna go with Akira Tozawa. I don't know why. I'm just gonna go with him.
All right, Casey, Amy, or Casey / Amy, or Casey - Amy. Anyway, they're in the same room, by the way, guys. That's what I was trying to get at. Anyway, Casey, Amy, you guys might be muted. I think Brandon muted the entire world. I don't know how it's magical, but he's doing it.
No, I yelled at him. I think.
You want to go first?
I don't care. Just go for it. Kill it.
I don't really care. I just don't. I feel like Neville's probably going to win it back because I don't see them keeping the title on Tozawa. I just don't.
Okay. Amy?
I like Akira. I think he's doing good. I don't know what the hell you've been drinking or watching, but I think he's doing a fine job on build-up, especially with this Titus brand. I think they can go somewhere with it.
I mean, no, I don't think. I just feel like no one's at the Neville level. Period. There's no one there. There's Neville, and then there's everybody else.
I don't know. My opinion, Tozawa is better, hands down. But that's just because I've watched Tozawa longer.
Okay, Brandon.
Well, I agree with you, DJ. By the way, when you said that. I don't understand the booking Monday night of him winning the belt on Monday and not winning it in SummerSlam. It just doesn't make any sense unless they're doing it where they want Neville to get the belt back. But I don't understand why you have a near 9-month reign get ended on a Monday Night Raw instead of ending it at a big pay-per-view like a SummerSlam. And I don't get that. I actually have to agree with what Amy said. I actually like what they're doing with Tozawa right now. I actually think Akira Tozawa, the crowd actually is getting into this Titus brand now, and it actually seems like he's getting pretty good responses. So, and when he won the belt, it got a pretty good pop. I mean, it was cool. But the thing is, I think they made a big mistake in not doing it at the pay-per-view. That being said, I do think that Neville will get the belt back.
Yeah, we've seen a lot more title changes though on the weekly shows. I think just because I think it's more ratings. It seems like
they just want pop a rating.
Yeah, I said this before. I feel like they focus more on the weekly shows than they do the pay-per-view sometimes.
And the thing is also, you have 18 pay-per-views a year. That's just too much.
Mm-hmm.
That's true.
Yeah,
This is too much.
Well,
And they don't. Yeah, and they just they don't value those pay-per-views at all. That's the one thing I do not like pay-per-views being every single month. I just don't like it.
Agreed.
Never have, never will.
Amy, were you saying something?
oh God.
I don't think so.
Okay, I thought she was. Going on to the next match, which is
Figure out how many pay-per-views there actually are.
oh, is it really? It's a bunch.
It's a whole lot of them.
It's a bunch.
we got Alexa Bliss versus Sasha Banks for the Raw Women's Championship. A match I'm really excited for. A couple Marks podcasts hit on this very well, actually. Talking about how basically, this should have been the match. This should have been the match in the first place. It shouldn't have been Bayley versus Alexa. It should have been this match because of the way this feud has been going over the past couple of months. And I definitely agree. I definitely am excited about this match, but I feel like Sasha's not going to win because when does Sasha ever win? Alexa Bliss is going to win. Do we call her the queen? I'll hail the queen. Justin.
I'm going to go with Alexa Bliss to win here. I think this could be one of the best matches of the night. Yeah, I think this could be one of the best matches of the night. I think, she's going to do something like fishy, to win, and then maybe might continue this feud because I don't want to see this feud end. And I'm happy she's going, she's I'm happy that Sasha Banks is the number one contender and it's not Bayley. I mean, it's unfortunate to see Bayley get injured, but this match should have been the first match. This match should have been the original match to happen in the first place. So yeah, but I got Alexa Bliss winning.
All right, Casey, Amy.
Nope.
But I'm gonna let Amy go first.
Nope. Nope.
Go at the same time.
Are you guys going to be able to stay in the same room after this one?
Nope.
You guys should go at the same time. Like, I'll count down. 3, 2, 1, and you guys do it.
That's a terrible countdown, Justin.
Let me do it. 3,
I'm gonna
2.
say no contest. Disqualification somehow.
Nope.
He's going with Alexa. Amy.
Nope. I actually don't want either of them to win. I think it's a stupid match. Alexa doesn't need to be champion. She's not ready. I love Sasha, but I'm sick of seeing this competitiveness. I want someone else in this spotlight. I want 2 other people. I don't want those 2. I'm sick of it. So actually, I really don't care about this match.
Carmella cashes her briefcase. That's what's going to happen. Cash it on the Raw champion. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, it's a possibility because they didn't specify anything in the in Pat.
It's blue though.
So.
Well, the thing is, they have not had any kind of say, oh yeah, you only can cash this in on the WWE champion or the WWE Women's Champion on SmackDown. They have not made that clear at all.
I mean, I think it's pretty obvious.
I've noticed that.
I think it's pretty obvious like the colors, but yeah.
But
Brandon?
no, well, I am going against the grain. I am picking Sasha to win the Raw Women's Championship. I think that it has not been a well told story. WWE has the attention span of my dog, but the thing is, I really think that Sasha is going to win the championship because 2 years ago she fought Bayley at the NXT TakeOver, which was probably one of the best women's matches I've ever seen, and she lost. And she lost last year
also.
Lost last year too.
And that was a very shitty match.
that was a shitty match, and she got crushed. I mean, she got squashed like a bug in that match, and she had that awful landing on her shoulder. It looked like she hurt her neck, and thank God she's okay. But the thing is, I think she's going to get it done this time. So, Alexa, the Alexa. I actually really like Alexa a lot, and I really like what they're doing right now with her. But the thing is, I think it's Sasha's time to get a big win on pay-per-view, and I think she gets it here. I think she wins the Raw Women's Championship. I think we'll have two title changes on at least two title changes, possibly more on this card.
Well, come on, Brandon. We know every male wrestling fan likes Alexa Bliss. Moving on.
Oh yeah, but that's stating the obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got Finn Balor versus Bray Wyatt.
No! Hey! Correction.
It's the demon.
The demon. Demon.
Sorry.
Because he had all that syrup. He had that red syrup poured all over him last night.
Why
It was
say
ketchup.
that with blood? Why would they like it's some acidic liquids running down? No, just say it's blood. Stop it.
It's blood.
Too hard.
It's ketchup. That ketchup was on him.
They were trying too hard.
It was ridiculous. It was so stupid. Before we get started on predictions, why in the hell did they have a damn match against each other 6 days before the damn pay-per-view?
Because they want to bring the demon out. They want to bring demon out. They want to spoil.
They're setting.
They could have had him dump. Yeah, they could have had him dump all that crap on him during a promo, and then they could have said, "Oh, the demon's coming out of me now."
See, I wish they.
You could have had.
I wish they kind of would have waited like till SummerSlam and like left it a surprise.
Yeah. But I was thinking that was what he was going to do.
WWE doesn't have any logic.
No logic whatsoever.
Yeah, I mean, because that would have just been a cool moment because we haven't seen it in so long.
Well, you have to
because
remember.
last time we saw Demon was at SummerSlam last year.
Yeah, that good old Demon King. Anyway,
Then we didn't.
Demon Kane.
I know. That's what I thought when they kept saying that. I was like, are they saying Demon Kane or Demon King?
I'm going with Bray Wyatt because I'm going with the fan in me because Finn Balor's not that good. No, I'm just kidding. I like Finn Balor a lot. I'm just hard on him because I know everybody else loves him. I'm going with Bray Wyatt. I want Bray Wyatt to win. He needs to win. This is a huge match for Bray Wyatt if he can win it. So I'm going with Bray Wyatt. Follow the buzzards. Justin.
I'm going to go with Finn Balor here just because of what happened to him on Raw, getting all the blood poured on him, So I'm going to go.
No, you mean the red acidic
liquid. Stuff. It's liquid. I don't know. That was very awkward there. But yeah, Balor.
Casey.
Cassie.
Chase,
sorry, I forgot.
Because it's Bray Wyatt, and Bray Wyatt doesn't win ever.
You're
right. Clearly, Finn is my option. It's Finn Balor for the love of God. Not to mention, WWE is still pissed at Bray Wyatt about his,
infidelity.
Anyway, Brandon.
Okay, yeah, I think this is a pretty obvious result here. Finn Balor wins. He goes 2-0 at SummerSlam, 3-0 in the Barclays Center in the last 3 years. He wins pretty definitively and ends this feud, thank God, and then goes on to whatever's next.
I mean, I feel like this feud has been underwhelming, though. There was so much potential when they first were going to do it, and I think they messed themselves up by stopping it and then starting it back.
Oh, well, yeah. That was the thing that made no sense because they started up right after the night of the Superstar Shakeup, and when they had Wyatt cut that promo on Finn Balor in the ring right after WrestleMania, and then they had it just get cut off cold turkey for 2 months, over 2 months.
Pretty much.
It made no sense. It was so stupid. I never understood why they did that.
Well, moving on to our next match, which is That was such a big deal. We got the Big Show with his broken hand.
Oh God.
Broken. And I don't know if he's gonna be able to compete. I'm telling you. I saw the hand, it was quivering. It was quivering. But he gotta go up against Big Cass, who I'm starting to like a lot more. Like,
Hey,
when
you
he first
forgot to
came-
mention that Enzo is in a cage.
Oh yeah, Enzo is in. He in the background or something. Something like that. He is in Big Show's corner, literally. But I'm excited for this match. For some reason, it's
Yeah. So you're the one.
No, I'm that one guy. But
so you're the one guy who's excited about this damn thing.
I am. For some reason, I like Big Cass. I don't know what it is. At first, I thought his entrance was really generic, and now it just fits him for some reason.
He's reincarnated.
Yeah, that's true.
That's why he likes him.
Who'd you say he was reincarnated as?
Test.
Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
And I love Test.
Yes.
Test was my boy.
But he can't talk better than Test could, and he
Drugs.
What?
Drugs.
What's that?
Stay off.
What about drugs?
No, I confiscate drugs. You're just.
Oh, okay. Oh, I was just saying that. Yeah, he's a better version of Test. I do agree. I think he's a little better.
You know what, man? I'm going. There's too much underdog story for Big Show not to win this match, but I'm on it. I'm going.
He's not underdog. He's a big dog.
Shut up. I'm going with Big Cass. I gotta go with the young buck, baby. Big Cass. He gonna win. He gonna win it. I feel like he's won like every single one of these matches though, so he might not. But anyway, Justin.
And when I say he's a big dog, no, he's not Roman Reigns. I'm sorry, he's not Roman Reigns. No, but I'm going to go with Big Cass to win here. I mean, Big Show does not need to win. I mean, this match is going to be my piss break, actually. I might not even care about this match, to be honest with you. They need to, they need to do something different with Enzo, though. Like, they need to change his character, repackage him. They need to repackage this guy because they ruined him. I'm serious. They have ruined him.
All right.
And I don't understand why they're going to put him inside. I don't understand why they're going to put him up, suspend him above the ring inside a cage.
Because they want him to be like Paul.
That's something you
Ellering.
do. Yeah. Well, that's something you do for a heel. Enzo's not a heel. He's a babyface. It makes no sense.
I mean, it makes sense what they did at the Royal Rumble with Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho.
Big Cass. Yeah. They should have put Big Cass in the Shark Tank and had Enzo go up against
Shark Tank.
Shark Cage. Fish tank.
I was gonna say that'd be pretty cool. They put him in a Shark Tank. That would at least be a little more interesting.
You know what?
Yeah.
They could have just made it a smaller Punjabi prison and put him in there.
You know what they should? You know what they should do? They should put him in that what Michael Cole used to have.
Oh yeah, the coal mine. Yeah,
the coal mine.
The thing was like the Pope box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Casey. I know it's gonna be match of the night for you, by the way.
It's just I couldn't book a more boring match if I tried.
Sure you can. Alexa Bliss and Baron Corbin.
That would be pretty bad.
That'd be an amazing match.
I love that. Actually, good to watch. But Baron Corbin couldn't fall off the ring though.
First of all, they need to put Enzo in like a management position and use his skills that he has, which is talking. He's not good in the ring, so they don't really need to bring him back down to NXT. But there's
do we even know if he's good in the ring? Has he done enough in the ring to really be like, you know what? I can make a decision on this.
He's not very good. He is not good in the ring.
No, he's not. He's terrible.
He's really bad.
I mean, he's better than Eva Marie.
Oh God, I think all of us could get in the ring and do better than Eva Marie.
True that.
Eva Marie looked like she was moving through quicksand when she was in the ring.
Big Show is the big slow. I'm going with the big slow.
Big slow.
Amy.
I picked Enzo Amore in this match. He's gonna escape the cage and somehow get a pinfall on Cass. There you go.
He's on top. He's
Probably
on
got
top.
one, right?
How is he gonna escape the cage? He's gonna fall to the ground, jump on him.
You see how tiny he is? He is 206, 0 dimes given. And that was a shot at 205 Live he did. Also, they're supposedly sending him back to NXT or because they don't know what to do with him and they're not happy with him at all. He's got so much backstage heat, it's not even funny.
Oh, he's got the nuclear heat.
He's got
That's those court he goes.
That's terrible.
Did you see the shoot interview that?
No, yet.
Talking about him. Ooh,
What?
Simon got chased.
Oh yeah.
There was a shoot.
Not a fan.
Yeah.
Are we going to the next match? Wait, has Brandon
Oh,
picked the
I
match?
was waiting for Brandon to pick.
No, I haven't picked. I haven't picked yet. This is about the easiest pick in this entire card. Big Cass wins, and I also am predicting another thing. I think Big Show is going to turn heel again
For the 1 million
at the end of the match.
not.
Yeah, he's going to turn heel for the
And then-
1,256th time.
And then no one's going to care about it
Hey,
because
you know what? It's not.
No
Big
one's going
Show's
to give
fault,
a
dang on
crap.
it. It's not Big Show's fault. He just go out there and do what the company tell him. Dang on it.
Well, it's stupid. It's stupid. He turns heel so many times. Him and Kane were in a contest to see how many times you can turn heel. And he won.
All right. Moving on to the next match, which is the Raw Tag Team Championship match. If you couldn't tell by the red belts. We got Cesaro going up against Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins, who are back together and somewhat not back together and kind of back together and halfway back together.
the Shield.
I'm going with Cesaro. As much as I don't want to, because I still, for the life of me, can't do it. Our friends at a couple marks like him, I don't. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I haven't been able to do it. Still can't do it. Won't do it.
Who do you not like?
Sheamus and Cesaro. At all.
Oh, well, I like Cesaro. I'm not crazy about Sheamus.
See, I mean, I like them both as individuals. I just don't like them as a team.
They've gotten a lot better. When they first started, it was kind of like an odd couple team. They kind of just seemed thrown together. But
Well, that's what's supposed to be. But it's never grown on me like I guess it has on other people.
Yeah.
But Justin?
You know what? Let's say we get new champions here.
Nope.
The Shield's going to win.
Nope.
Well, the two members of the Shield. I don't know if Roman Reigns is going. I think they maybe might throw him back in there, maybe down the line. I don't know, but I see the champions here. I'm hoping we get new champions here because I'm just tired of Cesaro and Sheamus holding the belts. I mean, I'm not saying that they're bad because they've been putting on some good matches lately. You know, like against when they had matches like against the Hardys and like other teams, they put on good matches, and I like I like them more as single competitors if I could speak.
You can.
But I'm gonna pick Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins to win here, or the Shield.
TJ, take a snap real quick.
I wish I could. I'm on Facebook Live. It's gonna pause the recording.
Damn it.
Send it through a text. I can see that at least. If you can. I don't know. I feel like it's a picture and it's gonna be hard. But anyway, Casey.
I hate Sheamus and Cesaro so much that I don't care who. I'm gonna go with Seth and Dean. I don't think they'll do it, but the fan in me is going with Seth and Dean.
Okay, the fan. That's what I'm talking about, Casey. I always pick up the fan in you. Anyway,
TJ, is this really a question for me?
yeah,
It's really a question.
Cesaro.
Oh yeah, totally. No, Dean and Seth for the win. I think it's a good. They had a good build up. I felt like they didn't bring the Shield back together too soon. Like that first night, I like the tension, but I also would like to see what they're going to do with them as tag champs. It's going to be hilarious.
So you're saying they're going to do nothing with them as tag champs?
Clearly.
Sorry, picture by the way. Funny.
Did you agree?
Yes. Brandon.
Well, I'm gonna stick with Amy and everybody else who's picked Seth and Dean. I think Seth and Dean are gonna be the new tag team champions. We're gonna have our third title change on the card, and I really think that they've had a slow kind of build the last couple of weeks with Seth and Dean, and you kind of could see it coming from a mile away that they were gonna eventually team back up again, but. I part of me kind of fears that it could result in them losing on Sunday and Dean turns on Seth.
Dean turns heel? I wouldn't mind seeing the heel turn because I've been waiting there for a very long time.
Well, the thing is, Dean really is a natural heel. He's been a babyface for a lot longer than I thought he was going to be. And I thought he was going to be the one who was going to turn heel, not Rollins. And with the Shield, and but the thing is, I really do think that they're going to get the belts. I think it's and unfortunately, the team that I thought was going to take the belts off of them down the road, the Revival, might not be around until the end of the beginning of next year because of Dawson's bicep injury. So that's a shame. Those would have been some really good matches.
So upset. Moving on, I guess. Oh yeah, let's go. We got. What's two of my boys? Oh man, no. Oh, we got Randy Orton versus Rusev. I've been following this feud a little bit on SmackDown Live, and I've liked it so far. I'm glad that Rusev's in a feud that kind of keeps him around about the main event. I like it. I'm going with Rusev because I'm picking with the fan in me. Oh god, that's so hard to say because I love Randy Orton. I'm going with Rusev. The young buck, baby. I'm going with the young buck. Handsome Rusev.
Handsome, big Bartholomew.
God, this is so hard to pick. I don't want Randy Orton to win. Oh man, I'm gonna go with Rusev, even though I don't think he's gonna win. The fan of me.
Who is Rusev?
The fan of me has to go with Rusev.
Who is Rusev? You mean Handsome Rusev?
Yeah, Handsome Rusev. The fan of me is gonna go with Handsome Rusev.
All right, KC, think Handsome Rusev do it?
God, why is this match even happening?
Because they didn't have anything to do.
Because they needed something to do.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because they needed something to do. They didn't want to put Rusev in something stupid again.
I'm just gonna go Rusev because I don't even know who's face and who's heel in this. I don't.
Obviously, Rusev's the heel because he's always a heel because he speaks another language. That's how it works.
Yep.
Too, so.
That means the character always should be a heel because he speaks a different language.
Shinsuke does too.
Yeah, Shinsuke should be a heel.
Obviously,
so you're saying
they are. That's how it works. Doesn't matter if they get cheered or booed. It's speaking another language. I'm telling you, that's how it works.
Yeah.
You speak a different language.
Yeah. Amy.
DJ. I'm going with Randy Orton with an RKO out of nowhere, and people will be arrested out of nowhere on SummerSlam for making me miss this. Not this match, just SummerSlam in general.
All right.
Are you going to tell the people who you arrested, like, you're making me miss SummerSlam?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to arrest the fuck out of everybody. They're all going to jail. Everyone gets tickets and they're going to jail. Well, it's Saturday and Sunday.
Brandon.
I'm happy I don't live in Ohio.
Uh-huh.
Well, the thing is, with Rusev... Go ahead.
I think she was making a joke on Justin, so it didn't matter.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, what I was going to say, with Rusev and Randy Orton, this is the hardest pick I'm going to make in this predictions because really, you think about it, Orton has lost at 3 consecutive pay-per-views, which does not happen very often. So you would think Orton would be due for a win. However, tonight in the Go Home show, Rusev when he was cutting a promo, got RKO'd out of nowhere. And, conventional wisdom says that means that Rusev or whoever gets beat up before the pay-per-view on the go-home show will win that match at the pay-per-view. That being said, I was leaning towards Orton winning, but I'm going with my heart. I'm going with my man Ruru. Ruru's going to get the win. He's going to finally get a win. Ruru. Rusev is my man. Ruru's my man. Ruru's my man. He's gonna get it done.
Is that? Don't ever say that again, because listen, only girls can say that.
I was kidding when I said that, so it's a joke. But no, yeah, I think Rusev gets the W, man. He needs it. He needs it bad. Yeah, really, he hasn't really done a whole lot in this year, so it'd be nice to him get a W at SummerSlam, because really, honestly, if Orton loses, he's been around long enough. I don't think it's really going to hurt him.
Brandon, Justin knows all about jokes. Have you seen his Snapchat story? Anyway, moving on.
Wait, what jokes?
What? Moving on.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Which is the New Day going up against Day One-ish, baby, the Usos, for the SmackDown Tag Team Championships. Bruh, that Usos Daniel Bryan segment, oh my God. It was hilarious. It was the greatest thing I've seen in my life.
I loved it.
It was so funny. I love the Usos still, and they got a remix theme. Oh, it. By the way, speaking of that remix theme, it made my top 5 moments. Well, it made my honorable mentions. If you didn't like it, anyway. On the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast, episode 1, pilot episode. Check that out. It's on Facebook Live. It's also on it's not on Facebook Live. It's posted on Facebook. It's also on the YouTube channel, so check that out. Please plug for that. Anyway, I'm going with the New Day. I want to go with Day One-ish. And it kind of, it's kind of ironic I'm not going with Day One-ish. But I'm going with the New Day. They're not going to lose this quickly. It's just not going to happen. But I'm loving the Usos, though. They're so good right now. So freaking good. I don't know why one wears a shirt, one doesn't. It's supposed to help us tell them apart, but I still don't know which one is which. Anyway, Justin.
Not hard.
I'm gonna go with the New Day to retain titles here. I think this could be actually another potential match of the night. They had a great match at Battleground, because
it will be.
Their match was great at Battleground. So this could be another great match here. And I love what they're doing with the New Day. I like what they're doing with the New Day, but I even love what they're doing with the Usos. And I also like their theme. I always confused, when they came out, I go wait, did they just remix their theme? And I go they did. So I like that. That was good.
It's hot, by the way. Yeah, this will be match of the night. Or one of them, at least, a candidate for match of the night. People don't give the New Day or the Usos their just due because they're not a new tag team. They're tag team champions. Casey.
I'm going to go with the Ascension cashing in their Money in the Bank. That doesn't exist. Or the Fashion League. Literally any tag team with these two.
My point exactly. Amy.
Day One-ish. Because they are awesome.
Right? They've been down since. Day One-ish.
Uso Penitentiary.
Uso Penitentiary. Oh. Bruh.
I wouldn't play I'm afraid of copyright infringement at this point.
They hit so many nerves with me, man. It's the good nerve, man. I'm telling you, anyway, these two teams I love so much. It's so hard to pick. Brandon.
Yeah, this is a hard one for me to pick too, because honestly, and I made this clear on our last wrap-up show for Battleground. I think it was a mistake taking the belts off of the Usos. I think the Usos still have a lot of juice right now. I think that they're really probably one of the most entertaining things in the company. And I think it is a shame they took the belts off of Battleground. And honestly, as much as I'd love to go with the Usos getting the belts back, I think New Day is going to retain. And I don't know. Like I said, I think that they can probably get the belts back on the Usos pretty soon, but I think that the New Day will retain the belts at SummerSlam.
All right. Our next match is probably a mid-card title match. Oh, I'm also right. It is.
Oh, glorious, phenomenal picture on that screen right there.
Right.
Future husband number 5.
Right. AJ Styles versus the new face of America, Kevin Owens, with Shane McMahon as the special guest referee. I'm going with Kevin Owens. I love AJ Styles. I do. But Kevin Owens should still be champion, darn it. He was robbed. He was cheated.
He lost in the land. Get over it. He lost in the land.
His shoulder was up.
Get over it. He hurt Mike Chioda. Get over it. That was a
I'm going with Kevin Owens, baby. Kevin K.O. Owens will get his title back, and then he must deserve. Justin, Casey, Amy, Brandon. I got to get my charger. That's why I called y'all out. So yeah. Y'all fight amongst yourselves.
Or we just go in the same order we have been. So Justin.
That's what I meant.
You know, I'm gonna have AJ Styles retain the United States Championship here because when you Shane McMahon, I mean, it's hard to tell which way Shane McMahon's gonna lead. I mean, you saw on SmackDown tonight, you know, if anybody touches him, he's gonna lay him out. Like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who it is, he's gonna lay him out. Which I like that. I always like when Shane McMahon, you know, is a special guest referee. I mean, it leads for like an intriguing match. So, and this match is already gonna be great anyway.
Phenomenal.
This match is gonna be phenomenal anyway. So, it's just. I mean, when you have Kevin freaking Owens, I mean, the man Kevin Owens in here, and you got the phenomenal one AJ Styles. I mean, it's already great, and then you throw Shane McMahon in here. This is gonna be good, and I like the storyline they've been building. It's just been phenomenal. I don't know where to put that, but I'm gonna go say AJ Styles wins here. Amy or Casey, one of you guys go.
Amy?
I have my own theory.
I like both of them, but I don't know.
Shane McMahon's winning, right? That's what you're saying. Shane McMahon's gonna win.
Yeah, it's always possible. I'm going with AJ because I think I don't know what they're doing with KO right now. He's just floating around the U.S. title. You should go for something else. I don't know, maybe because the WWE Championship. No, probably not.
But then he'd have to outdo the modern day Maharaja, and that's impossible.
That's not impossible.
No, I think I want AJ to win, but I have a theory for a backup theory. If they don't let AJ win and hold that title in WrestleMania and take on Shinsuke, so if that doesn't happen, this theory is mine. I see somehow Shane hit by somebody and something's going to turn up his screw job. I think it turns into where he gets hit and counts Owens 3, and then they set up AJ and Shane 2, whether it be at the next pay-per-view or they take it all the way to Mania. So I want AJ to win so he can face Shinsuke eventually, or, belt versus belt, because that would be smart. But God forbid them do that. So my backup theory is somehow Shane counts to 3 for Owens because something happens, and then it sets up Shane, AJ 2, and then Kevin for somebody. I don't know.
But AJ's a face, though, so I don't.
It doesn't matter. AJ Styles is nowhere face nor heel. He's AJ Styles. That's it.
He just is. He's like Brock. He's just there, and he is what he is, and the crowd is going to cheer for him no matter what.
True that.
I guarantee you, Amy is not happy about you putting AJ Styles and Brock Lesnar in the same sentence. Anyway, Brandon.
Great, DJ.
Hey,
don't argument for another podcast. I don't got time for this.
Well, I was gonna say we'll get to Brock later on. We'll get Brock at the end, but I think AJ is going to retain the title. I think what's going to happen. I think, and by the way, Shane McMahon, the only special guest referee that is more crooked and worse than him is Shawn Michaels. And that's saying something because you think all the time Shawn Michaels has screwed people over in special guest referee. And but that being said, I think AJ retains the belt. I think Kevin Owens is going to blame Shane McMahon for the loss, and I think that either it probably is Hell in the Cell a SmackDown pay-per-view this year.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, I think that your main event of that show is going to be, or one of your main events is going to be Shane versus Kevin Owens because they've been building that up for a while. That Kevin Owens and Shane don't like each other since the shakeup happened, and I think that that's going to be one of your main matches. Possibly, maybe they could stretch it out, maybe take it at Survivor Series. And I think that
Team McMahon versus Team Shane versus Team Owens. No.
Yeah, I actually think it would work. I mean, honestly, Survivor Series is supposed to be one of their big shows. I think they could really put together some great teams. That they could put together some. That's one thing I miss is the old Survivor Series concept with the teams of 5 against each other. I miss that where they used to be a big deal, and now you don't feel like they're as big a deal. But that's another pay-per-view. But I think AJ retains the belt. AJ goes on to greener pastures and a different feud.
All right. Moving on to probably the Continental. Oh, got it. Is the Continental Championship even being defended? Anyway, the SmackDown.
I don't think so.
I don't either. Freaking. That's because
it's probably on the kickoff.
The Miz is too good carrying it. They can't find a rightful competitor. I get it.
Oh, well, they got to get Kurt Angle Jr.
Oh God. You're right. Anyway, oh God.
Yeah. Yeah, I tell you that poor guy. I really feel bad for him because they did everything but pretty much give him the thumbs up on Monday night, and crowd still wasn't feeling it.
But I don't know. I don't know if the crowd's ever feeling illegitimate son storylines. I just don't feel like anyway.
Well, every time you think of Hornswoggle, so you're like, yeah. Oh God, you have PTSD flashbacks of that.
But he didn't mean to pull his pants down. Anyway, Naomi versus Natalya for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Dang, I'm going natty. I'm going natty. I've never been feeling natty this much, man. But I'm going Natalya, man. I don't know what it is. She has turned the corner. On the Baltimore Colts show, we always talk about. Speaking of Baltimore Colts show, it's coming up soon here in football season here in the next couple of weeks.
Hey, you gotta add a different team into that mixer now.
No. You probably won't show up, so we won't. Anyway,
I probably won't show up.
We always talk about turning the corner, and I think now he's done it. Dang on it. I'm going Natalya. I'm doing it for once in my life. Mark my words. Mark it down. Write it down. Put it in my calendar. Natalya.
It's all because of Two Paws. Shout out to Two Paws. Go follow him on Instagram.
Justin.
I'm going to go opposite here. I'm just going to contradict everything you say, DJ. I'm going to go with...
That's a surprise. I'm
going to go with Naomi. Because, when did they ever give Natalya a championship? I'm waiting.
They will right now. It's going to happen. Hashtag Natty for Champ.
Bark.
Anyway, Casey. Amy. Brandon. Somebody talk to me.
Yeah. I'll talk to you. I think I'm sticking with my prediction. I think Naomi's going to win the chance. I think she's going to retain, but I think Carmella's going to cash in and successfully cash in after tonight, where Corbin cashed in or tried to cash in and he got beat and rolled up by Ginger. I don't think we're going to have 2 failed cash-ins in a week. So I think that
decision I've seen in my life, it was terrible.
It was a great booking decision.
That's terrible.
I loved it. I loved it because honestly, Corbin as WWE champion sounds about as exciting as watching a 24-hour golf marathon. I mean,
Well, we just said that Corbin deserved to be IC champion before the shakeup.
IC champion. He hasn't won a freaking belt yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jinder Mahal has struggled to win belts too, but he's the doggone WWE champion.
Well, I think they just want to do that just to get the Indian
modern day
market.
Maharaja. So
they wanted to do that to get the Indian market. Let's just be real. They did it to get the Indian market.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah. Honestly, I just think they just threw. I think they just picked a name out of a hat.
I don't
you really think about it.
I don't think that.
It is so freaking random. It's the most. It's like basically back in the '90s. Let's say, okay, Sean's a champion. We gotta get the belt off of him. He's had it too long. Okay, who can we pick? I know. Let's get Barry Horowitz to be the WWF champion. It's just it still makes no sense. It's still mind-boggling to me why he won the belt in the first place.
Oh yeah, Jinder Mahal. Oh, I thought you were talking about Baron Corbin. Why he had the blue.
No, I'm talking about gender. But he
won the number one contenders match. I'm just saying, he won it.
It still was so random. It's like that time.
I wish they would have been. Sorry, but
yeah,
I kind of wish they would have did like have Jinder Mahal start winning like a few matches, gave a little build up to it, and then have him win the Battle Royal.
No, this is what we asked for, wrestling fans. We asked for unpredictability, and then we get it, and what do? We complain about it, as usual.
Unpredictability.
It's typical.
It's a difference between unpredictability and complete freaking randomness. Like I said, it's basically like back in the day if the WCW champion was Disco Inferno. I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
There's nothing wrong with the disco.
Agree.
Oh, now I actually like Disco Inferno, but it just showed, world champion. It's just still a little perplexing.
Natalia wins.
Natalia, okay.
For the win.
All right.
Because she deserves it. She deserves it.
She does deserve it. She does deserve it. What was the last time she was Divas or Women's Champion? Like, what, 2010?
Yeah, 2010. Yep.
Yeah, it's been a while, so she really does deserve it. But I think Naomi's going to retain, and then the cash-in's going to happen.
She was part of the Nexus. I'm joking.
Casey, did you also go with Natty? Is Casey still alive?
Yes, he's alive. I didn't smother him.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would go with Natty, but I know WWE's history with her. They don't like pushing her or doing anything good with her. So I'm going to go with the cash-in.
Do you think they'll create a triple threat and then she'll win in the triple threat like they did with Rollins at WrestleMania a couple of years ago? Or do you think cash in on the winner?
Were like how Dean cashed in on Seth. That's how that's going to happen.
No, they'll have Ellsworth.
Yeah, that actually makes more sense.
They'll have Ellsworth get involved.
Yeah, and I hope somebody knocks that little chinless bastard out. I can't stand him. He is the joke ran thin on him really quick.
He is the Chinston classic, darn it. Anyway, moving on. We got John Cena versus Baron Corbin. Is it too early to say LOL Cena wins? No, I'm going with Baron Corbin. I just like Baron Corbin. I don't know why, but I do. Always like Baron Corbin. Gonna still like Baron Corbin. I think they made a mistake by having him lose his cash in tonight. I just thought it was stupid. I think they've been doing a pretty relatively decent job of building him since he won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal. If we're gonna be honest, he's probably been the best winner as far as the way he's been built after winning the doggone thing. So yeah. I'm going with Baron Corbin. Reluctantly.
When he learns how to wrestle.
Well, he just lost it all too, so
that's great. Yeah. I'm happy about that. Best night of my life right there.
Justin.
Okay, so this seemed really odd what they did tonight. Like, I think, if you're trying to push Baron Corbin, why did they have him try to cash in the title? I mean, try to cash in right now, because because Jinder Mahal was gonna be facing Nakamura, so wait, why would they just give Baron Corbin title and then have Nakamura have to change his strategy going into SummerSlam? I just thought this whole situation was like this stupid. I don't know what WWE was thinking right here. Like, they should have just waited for him to cash in some other time. And he's the second man to cash in at least. You know who the first man is?
Damian Sandow.
You're looking at him right here, right now.
John Cena.
Right. He's a third, isn't he? Right?
Oh yeah, third. Yeah.
Baron's third.
Sandow was the second.
Yeah, he tried to cash in on Cena, remember?
And you really think about it, guys, go back 10 years ago, really the guy who really lost his briefcase was Mr. Kennedy. Mr. Kennedy lost his because he was an idiot and he got suspended. And then he lost his briefcase to Edge in a ladder match.
Oh, you got a point there.
Yeah.
I don't want to go with Cena here. So the fan of me wants to go with Baron Corbin, but actually, I'm going to go Baron Corbin because after seeing what happened on SmackDown here tonight, I mean, he got screwed. I mean,
he can't lose it all and then lose at SummerSlam.
He just can't. But it's against Cena though. It's against Cena.
And Cena's the reverse Undertaker at SummerSlam. He is atrocious.
He does have a terrible win-loss record.
Yeah, and I'll talk about that a little when I get to my prediction.
All right, Amy.
I'll never say this ever in my life again, but John Cena for the win. God, I can't stand Corbin. He's horrible. He needs to go back to NXT, learn how to wrestle. And I think it'd be stupid for Cena to lose to Corbin at SummerSlam. It's not good booking, especially when he's about to transition to Raw soon.
Insert goat emojis after her sentence. Casey.
Yeah, I'm going the same way.
Who are you going with, Casey?
Say it.
John Cena.
What's his name? Can you repeat that louder?
I don't know. Corbin definitely does need to go to NXT. He was so much. Not that he could wrestle, but
no, I watched him live. He still sucks.
He had that it factor in NXT, and then they brought him up, and they couldn't duplicate it. And he needs more work. He just needs more. Like there's something there. He's not ready. Hey, John.
I think it's less about him not being ready. I think it's more about the booking.
No, he's not ready.
No, he's not ready.
I don't know. Like I mean,
it has nothing to do with booking. He's not ready. He can't wrestle.
I've seen him put on good matches though. We've seen it on the main roster.
I mean, he's a big man. I mean, big men don't tend to wrestle very good.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is, if you want to look at a successful big man and building up a successful big man, you look no further than Braun Strowman.
I still feel like Roman Reigns elevated Braun Strowman.
Hey, you know what? You'll get no argument from me.
I love when Braun Strowman threw that chair.
No one
that reminded me of
craps about Braun Strowman until Roman Reigns walked into the picture.
Oh, well, I'll tell you the truth. Braun Strowman, his series of matches he's had with Reigns this year has really put him on another level. I think he's really that is probably the number one example of somebody who's worked with Roman who has gotten better. Because
I want to give credit to Strowman for also getting in like ridiculous shape as well.
Oh, he looks amazing.
Yeah,
looks amazing. I love his character, but yeah, like I said, with big men and wrestling, this time in wrestling right now, it's not a big man's game anymore. It really isn't. When you really think about it, it's not a big man's game anymore.
Well, it depends on how much of a hybrid big man you can be.
Yeah. I mean, you think about the guy who's been the number one guy in wrestling for the last decade has a guy who's probably maybe 6'1", but he's built like a house, and that's John Cena. And I mean, and then you have guys like AJ Styles, who isn't the biggest guy in the world. Daniel Bryan wasn't the biggest guy in the world. Bret Hart wasn't the biggest guy in the world. Kenny Omega isn't the biggest guy in the world. But these guys are workhorses in the ring, and they do a really good job. And that's one thing I really like about today's wrestling. One of the few things I like about today's wrestling. But yeah,
Did you pick this match?
no, I have not. I am actually going with Baron Corbin. Cena has a 6-game SummerSlam losing streak going since the Nexus debacle in 2010. He has lost 6 straight SummerSlam matches. I had to go back and do some research on this. He is 4-9 at SummerSlam. That's a atrocious record. It's like a Tito Santana record. It's pretty bad. And he
Whoa!
Don't be talking about Tito like that.
No, what I mean is, remember how Tito won his first WrestleMania match and he lost every one of his WrestleMania matches afterwards? That's pretty much what his record looks like. He won his first 2 and he's lost. I think he's lost pretty much every other SummerSlam match he's been in since. But with Cena doesn't need the win. Corbin needs the win, especially after tonight where he looked like a complete boob. So he needs the win. He gets the win. Cena's SummerSlam losing streak continues.
All right. Move on to our next match. We got Jinder Mahal, the modern-day Maharaja Jinder Mahal, and your WWE champion Jinder Mahal, going up against Shinsuke Nakamura. I love you, Nakamura. But I'm right now. I'm more into the modern day Maharaja than I've ever been into Shinsuke Nakamura. I'm going Jinder Mahal, baby.
What?
I don't know what it is.
I already did.
I don't know what he's doing, but dang on it, I'm glued to the TV when he comes through the curtain. When his music hits, I'm glued. I have to watch. No matter who's in the feud with him, I'm watching it. This is the most interesting that Jinder Mahal has ever been, and I think as much as we have complained and moaned and all of this about how he got the title, he is definitely the title has definitely elevated him. I feel like he belongs here now. Jinder Mahal is going to win this match. He's never losing that title ever.
Never losing the title.
Ever.
What?
He's the Maharaja, darn it. Justin.
I like Nakamura. I want him to win here, but I think it's too early to give him the title, in my opinion. And I think the reason why they're doing this is to see how well, Jinder Mahal can connect with, how well he can mesh with other wrestlers. See if he actually is the next future superstar on SmackDown. Because I don't know, and I think something fishy is going to happen here. Like I think that. Probably the Singh brothers are going to help Jinder Mahal retain his title. So that's what's happening here.
Well, damn.
Brandon, you want to go?
Yeah, actually I do.
Go ahead.
I can see that scenario happening, what you just described there. But I think the King of Strong Style gets the WWE Championship. We finally get an Asian American WWE Champion. And I think that him and AJ are going to carry the SmackDown brand until WrestleMania. And they're going to have a champion versus champion, title for title, babyface versus babyface match in the main event of WrestleMania 34.
What's the definition of Asian American?
Well, Japanese guy.
Okay.
Any kind of Asian person. We've never had. Pretty much every time we've had an Asian WWE superstar, they've been.
Darn it.
What's that?
Yoko's doing the counts, darn it. He was close.
No, he is Samoan. That man was Samoan. He was Samoan. He was Samoan. He was from California. He was not from the Fiji Islands or wherever he was supposed to be from. But no,
he was from Japan.
Well, yeah, he was
Mr.
billed
Fuji
from
came out with the Japanese flag.
Yeah, Mr. Fuji's Japanese. He was Japanese, but no. What I was going to say, this is my point I was making about Shinsuke. Thing is, really, you can think about it. This is the first time we've had a Japanese wrestler in modern wrestling that was not in New Japan in either WWE, WCW, NWA. This is the biggest deal a Japanese wrestler has been since the Great Muta. And that was long time ago.
He was in New Japan.
No, I'm just saying. No. That's not my point. I'm saying when they were in the promotion. When Muta came over to the WCW back in 1989, he was put immediately with Sting and Ric Flair. That is a big.
Oh yeah, true.
That's a big endorsement. That is a big endorsement. You get put in with three of the biggest wrestlers in the world, and Sting, Ric Flair, and Terry Funk, a guy who's been wrestling for over 40 years. But after I've gone on that tangent, if you really think about it, and WWE, think about all the Japanese wrestlers or all the Asian American. But there has not been many Chinese wrestlers, but in WWE, but in Japan, you think about these Japanese wrestlers. All of them have been portrayed as either goofs, comedy characters, and non-threats. You really think Funaki, Jimmy Wang Yang, the Kai and Tai.
What's wrong, Kai and Tai? Damn it!
Yoshitatsu.
Yeah, but you think Kung Fu Naki, and you got all these crazy, stupid Yoshitatsu. That guy. What were you gonna say? I'm sorry. No, I'm sorry. I've gone onto a tangent about Japanese wrestlers, but
you know the culture more than Casey does right now.
Well, the thing is, I'm very passionate. There are some great Japanese wrestlers that have not gotten their due in the States, and I think Nakamura's finally getting this, and I think that he's going to win that championship on Sunday night, and we're going to have ourselves a pretty damn good Nakamura WWE Championship reign. I predicted at the beginning of the year that he would win the WWE Championship before the year is out. I did not think he was going to win it at SummerSlam. He might not win it at SummerSlam, but he won't win that title before 2018 comes around. So I am picking Nakamura to win. He's winning the WWE Championship because I just think it's what's best for business.
Give this man a manager. He needs a manager for him to talk his promos for him.
I agree. He's not. That is the one drawback. He is not.
He doesn't need that, though.
He doesn't need it because he has great facial expressions. Dude has charisma coming out of his eyeballs. I mean, the guy.
He doesn't need it. That just makes him, though. In my opinion, certain people don't need to be good on the mic or to be on the mic to get their opinion out or be good. And he's one of them.
Yeah, well, the thing is, that's one thing with him, and I've said this. I've said this before. I said this to a couple people. The very first wrestler I ever saw in my life was the Macho Man Randy Savage. And instantly when you look at him, you see such a colorful character that he doesn't even have to even speak. And you know what a great promo he was. When you look at this guy, he's like, oh my God, this guy has charisma coming out through the television screen. It's unbelievable what you're looking at. And when you look at Nakamura comes out, has a great entrance, has the Eddie Murphy Raw Michael Jackson suit on, and he looks like a rock star. They call him that on WWE. He is almost like a WWE rock. He's the rock star of WWE, and that's the reason why I think the guy he is going to be a damn good champion. And I think honestly, if WWE is smart, which a lot of times they're not, because they're run by a 72-year-old man. But I think that Nakamura is going to win the WWE Championship. I'm sorry about I went on a tangent, but I'm very passionate about Nakamura, and I think that he deserves a run with the WWE title. If they can give it to Jinder Mahal, I think Nakamura deserves it too.
You know that's true.
All right, Casey, Amy?
Nakamura! Just because I think it's a good place to take the title from Jinder. It's not, if he loses at SummerSlam to Shinsuke, it's not like, they're bringing his character down because Shinsuke is up there. However, I don't feel like it's good for Shinsuke to lose to Jinder at this point. They've built him up so much. I think that's a downfall for him. No, I'm not taking a stab at Jinder, but just how they have Shinsuke portrayed right now is bad for placement. They, like I said earlier, I wish they would have set up AJ versus Shinsuke belt for belt at WrestleMania, but small details.
Okay.
But Kinshasa. All right, now go ahead and root for your modern day Maharaja over here.
Casey.
See, and a little bit of a spoiler alert for the podcast episode 2 this week. I do have to have Jinder either lose or be stripped of the title for what I want to happen in our fantasy draft, or our fantasy booking. But I'm going with Shinsuke.
Okay.
Nakamura.
Okay. Oh, Justin, what's that name again? I almost forgot.
Shinsuke Nakamura. I can't do it like I used to.
Moving on.
Actually, I want to switch my prediction. I kind of want to go with Shinsuke.
I'm staying on.
There you go.
For real.
I figured you would pick that goober, DJ. So yeah, everybody else is picking Shinsuke. So that's
I love
good.
this man. No,
Hey, can we go on to the next match? It's getting late over here.
All right, next match is, I think it's the main event.
Yeah, holy cow!
Oh,
I didn't realize it was getting late.
It's the main event.
All right,
That's right.
The main event of the evening we got for the WWE Universal Championship: Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman versus Samoa Joe versus Roman Reigns. This is probably
This ain't the fatal 4-way, bruh.
God forbid I don't say it's a fatal 4-way match.
It's elimination also.
For those of you who might not know that it's a fatal, that with 4 people in a match with the freaking title on the line, it could be a tag team match. I guess I'll give it to anyway. And it's also elimination, as Justin just informed me.
I was joking. I don't know.
I'm about to say, yeah, if there was elimination, they would have mentioned it. That would have hammered that home on Monday.
Bro, you're killing me. Anyway, I definitely think Brock's gonna lose. I feel like this is one of the strongest booked matches I've seen in a long time, where everybody feels like they're at the same level. Brian, he at the monster level. But like Samoa Joe is looking strong as he's ever looked. Roman Reigns in the same fashion. Brock Lesnar in the same fashion. Braun Strowman in the same. He's walking for being killed in ambulance. This is probably one of the strongest as far as like building it up and everybody being booked at the same level. This is one of the strongest booked matches on this card in a long time. I definitely think Brock's gonna lose. I just do. I don't like Brock as champion, but I don't mind Brock as champion. I just feel like the biggest issue with Brock as champion is that WWE doesn't take the opportunity to capitalize on it when they should. But I'm going with Roman because he's the guy. He's my favorite guy right now. Period. Out of everybody, Roman Reigns is the guy that I watch on Monday nights, the guy that I watch for pay-per-views for. And I'm going with Roman Reigns to win this match. But I wouldn't mind if any of these 4 guys won this match. I don't really want Brock to win. I'd rather it be Joe, Braun, or Roman. But I don't think you can go wrong with any of those other 3 guys as far as Joe, Braun, or Roman. But I'm going with Roman. I'm a Roman fan. I don't care what anybody says. You say he sucks. You say he can't wrestle.
Oh, he doesn't. He doesn't suck, and he can wrestle. He just has a god awful book character. Bad book character.
I agree, and it's about time that some people came to my side of the argument and my side of the coin for what's in the lots. But I'm going with Roman. He's just my favorite guy right now.
Yeah. I want to ask you something, DJ, really quick before we jump to everybody else on the predictions. Do you think that SummerSlam is going to end with Roman, Dean, and Seth in the middle of the ring doing their shield bump with the titles?
That would be cool.
If he does win the title, I can see that happening.
Yeah, that would be cool.
It would be a cool visual.
I could see that happening. I could see that. But I mean, I can't help but go with Roman.
Yeah.
Justin.
Now you see, here's what I see happening. I see a new champion coming here, and I would say we have what? Shut up. Get your head out of the gutter.
What? You said a new champion was coming. That's what we laughed at.
Yeah.
Wow.
I got Roman Reigns winning here. Now you see, I'm
Right.
still not the biggest fan of him.
Wow. I'm shocked.
But
No way.
I hate his booking. Okay, that's the reason why I still don't like him.
Like 2 months ago, you hated Roman.
I don't, but I finally see. I see the tunnel. That you,
the tunnel?
I don't know what I'm trying to say.
You see the tunnel?
I see the light. I see the light that you shed on me. There you go. But I've been hearing rumors that they're gonna have Brock Lesnar hold the title to WrestleMania. But here's the thing: they could give him the title back. They give him the title at the Royal Rumble, or maybe somewhere down the line. Because if they have Brock keep the title, we're not going to see the title till like SummerSlam, or till like I don't know, till Royal Rumble. We're not going to see the title for a while. So take the title off of him.
Well, we won't see the title till Survivor Series.
I know. Or maybe even later than that, maybe he might go like, I don't feel like coming to Survivor Series. Because he's just.
Well, and that's my thing. I think that's my thing about Brock. I don't mind Brock as champion just because he still gets huge pops when he comes out. Everybody loves him when he comes out, as far as who's in the arena. But I've always felt like they dropped the ball not putting these other titles in the main event. And I said it before, but it can't be reiterated enough. It's kind of the whole argument that you got to tell me the title's important for it to be important. Put it in the main event, it'll be important.
Well,
Amy.
yeah.
Amy, Casey, Kamey.
Samoa Joe. Samoa Joe. I think he finally deserves it. They don't want a part-time champion. Brock's just playing both games to see who's going to give him more money. Being called up by everyone in the UFC, I see him going back. Or having a contract where he can do both. Because, no one cares about his fucking piss test ever. Ever. But I think Joe deserves it. And if Roman does win, it'd be cool if the Shield would get back together. Be a pretty cool ending for SummerSlam. That is my thought. Casey, anyway.
I can breathe. Joe. Either one.
Okay.
Either one.
What's Roman Reigns' real name?
I see what you did. Brandon.
Well, this is one that I have been flip-flopping on for a while just because there is a lot of positives with the three challengers winning the belt. Because you think about it, Roman gets the belt. We won't have that forced WrestleMania moment again with him taking the belt from Brock. And then when you think of Strowman's been very, very over, and you really hear him get a lot of really positive reactions. And I think him as champion would be strong too. Joe is somebody I really honestly think should have been Universal Champion already, because I think that the guy is money. I think he's a killer heel. I've always liked Joe. I've liked Joe ever since he was in Ring of Honor and when he was in TNA, even though in TNA they didn't take him seriously towards the end of his run. But the thing is, as much as I hate saying this because I'm over Brock Lesnar at this point, I think Brock retains the belt. I think Brock retains the title. I think they kind of tipped their hand a little bit when they said that if Brock loses, that Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar would leave the WWE. Obviously, they can create a loophole where they can come back if he loses the belt. But I think Brock is going to retain the belt. I think he will keep it until WrestleMania. Thing is, I don't know who he's going to lose it to because
Roman Reigns.
the thing is, yeah, and the thing is, they'll have another one of those, and then they'll turn the crowd noise down again. And
They don't need to turn the crowd noise down.
What?
They need to blast it because they understand that Roman Reigns is getting a reaction.
Well, why don't they just turn the guy heel already?
Well, no, and I'll be honest, I like him better as whatever he is.
Well, the thing is, this is one thing
they're just gonna cheer him.
I told you this, DJ. When I went to Greensboro last year, when I went to that Raw, and I saw Roman come out there, and Greensboro, North Carolina is a very babyface friendly town. And when I was there, I was shocked at the boos I heard rain down on him in the Greensboro Coliseum because the South has always been very babyface friendly, and the fact that he got booed that badly, and even the kids didn't even seem like they gave a crap about him, made me think, you know what, might be a good time to go and turn this guy heel because honestly, the guy radiates cockiness, and I don't think that's really good for a babyface. And they've got other guys that can be babyfaces on that roster. And the thing is, I mean, you really think about it at the pay-per-view, the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view, where Reigns pretty much lost the title or lost the match against Strowman because he's a moron. And then he threw Strowman in the back of the ambulance and pretty much attempted to murder the guy. And Reigns kind of walked away like a coward, and then Strowman got out of there and looked like an absolute monster, a sympathetic babyface. So just I don't know what they're doing with Reigns right now. I really do think Reigns is better at this point than Cena was at his singles run. And I think that he is really good in big matches. Thing is, I just don't think they do a good job with his character. And I've talked about that before, but it's the truth.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to say like they should turn him one way or the other because in this weird in between character that as far as how it's being booked, he's had probably the best promo since the 2011 CM Punk promo.
Oh, that's high praise. That's high praise right there.
I don't know.
Now, mic drop was the best of the year. Probably the best of the last.
Well, that was great because he only had to say one line. I mean, and then that line was killer too. That was great. That was great because the thing is like, there's a difference between him and Cena in my eyes. With Cena has his 5 moves of doom, just like a lot of other singles guys have had. You think about Hogan has it, Bret had it. I mean, they all had their moves, you know. But the thing is with Reigns actually is improved leaps and bounds since he debuted in WWE in 2012. I think he's gotten a lot better. Thing is, I think his promos are abysmal. I think that they sound so lame, really lame, and I've never really believed him. I think the guy shouldn't talk as much as he does. I mean, the thing is, you think about it. When Goldberg went on his streak, I know Goldberg was much more limited than Roman is, but Goldberg, he did not speak for over a year, and the guy was, you know, as over as anybody in wrestling at the time other than Stone Cold Steve Austin. But with Roman, I think Roman's fine. I think Joe's golden. I think Strowman's a good place. Everybody's in a good place in this match. Thing is, I would like to see a champion that's actually on Raw. That is the only negative, I think, of the biggest negative of Lesnar retaining the belt is because the championship should mean something, and it would not kill WWE to film some promos or vignettes of Brock when he's actually at the arena and film or show them every other week. That's so we just go cold turkey for Brock, and we don't see that fruit roll-up belt anymore. It doesn't make any sense why they don't even mention Brock for about 2 or 3 months, and then he shows back up again. I just think it's stupid. I don't think it makes any sense.
Yeah, I definitely agree. It's dumb. It's been dumb, but that was your WWE SummerSlam 2017 predictions. Real quick, I do want to give a shout out to a friend of mine. Actually, I talked to Brian Pillman's son, who is looking to get himself out there, and as far as wrestling is concerned. His Instagram, I think, is where he said he talked to him. Is Flying Brian 41, flying with an IN and not a G. Flying Brian 41. So give him a follow. It's definitely someone I want to probably try to reach out to, because I know he's trying to get his name out there, and he said that he wants to do something his dad never did. So I want to kind of see what that entails. But I'm definitely excited as far as SummerSlam, back to SummerSlam is concerned. I'm definitely excited to see, the show. It's going to be a long one, but I'm excited for it. Takeover as well. We got those predictions coming up probably tomorrow, more than likely. But we'll see you guys next time. Be sure to also check out the first episode of the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast. Be sure to check out that as well. We'll see you guys next time. We do hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks everybody for coming by. Brandon, Amy, Casey, Justin, me, and me. Thank all of us for coming by.
The great champion of all time.
The greatest light heavyweight champion ever. But anyway, we will see you guys next time. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, ICW_podcast. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button for us. Give us a like. Follow the Facebook page. All you got to do is type in the name of the podcast. It's right there. It's right there. It'll be probably the first thing you see. The first thing you see. So go ahead and give us a like there. We do Facebook Live all the time. I'm actually doing Facebook Live right now as we speak. We'll see you guys next time. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was your SummerSlam prediction for 2017.